Welcome back everybody. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. When we go out walking in the countryside, we pay a lot of attention to what's ahead of us. Something might catch our eye, but we don't spend much time looking to what's by our feet, or to our left, or to our right. As it was a beautiful day, I thought I'd get out and about and try something I haven't done before. I've got a load of camera equipment for making YouTube videos, so I thought I could hash a few bits together. The only thing I bought was a macro lens. This one's made by Tamron, and then I started putting it together with all my odds and sods, and I came up with this. It looks more like a space alien ray gun, or maybe even a mini rocket launcher. I also found that when I was holding this, the camera jutted about a little, so I added the pistol grip for added stability. So I set off along the Breen Down Way for my first attempt at macro photography. For me it was more like seeing things a little bit closer. I wouldn't call it macro photography. It was a beautiful day, the sun was out, the conditions seemed to be just right, so I went for it. I had no idea what I was doing. Anyone passing me would have been forgiven for thinking they was on the set of the next Ghostbusters movie. But I didn't care. I had 3 pounds of camera equipment dangling from my neck, and I was determined to use it. To make things as simple as possible, I put a few settings in my camera and pretty much left it to do its thing. The only input I had then was to focus manually to get roughly where I needed to be, and then physically move forwards and backwards to get as fine a picture as possible. All the pictures you see are just as they've come out of the camera. There's been no adjusting at all. The only thing I have done is to make the pictures larger on my computer, and I was quite pleased with the results for my first attempt. I forgot to mention I also used burst mode so that I could pick the best picture out of a set and then zoom into that to get the best quality that I possibly could. I waited for this little fly to turn round for ages. He was a crafty little devil. He didn't want to play ball, but eventually I nailed him. I had no idea how any of these pictures was going to turn out, because when I took these it was a bright day and the sun was shining on my camera screen. So when I got back it was pretty much a lucky dip as to what came out, what was good, what was bad. As you can see from these, they could be a bit better, but overall I'm not overly disappointed. Although I got a good picture of this fly, I started to get bored with flies. There was loads of the little blighters about, and I really wanted to take pictures of other things. There wasn't an abundance of colour about in the flowers, but what was there was absolutely beautiful. This was really interesting. My take on this is that it's a giant spider's nest. If anybody knows for sure what this is, let me know in the comments. It looks to me like all these little caterpillars were climbing up for a free tasty lunch. Whatever creatures do emerge from the nest are going to really enjoy their all-you-can-eat buffet. This little chap was really interesting. When I zoomed in on him, I couldn't believe the size of his thighs. I really enjoyed looking at this micro world, and if I hadn't have done this, I wouldn't have discovered that these flies have got their own private swimming pool. So if you're out and about, remember, you don't have to go far to see the wonders of nature. And if you're heading down the Breen Down Way, keep an eye out for this little chap. You might want to give him a good home.